Sir Wilfred Robards, Chambers? Oh, it's you, Charles. Now, Sir Wilfred, he's still in court. He's not back quite yet. Yes, it's a Shuttleworth case. Oh, what? With Myers for the prosecution and Banter? He's been giving judgment for 2 hours already. No, not an Earthly this evening. I'm so sorry. We're full up. I can give you something tomorrow. No, I'm sorry. We're expecting Mr. Mayhew of Briscoe any moment now. I'm sorry. Well, so long.
Shall I make the tea, Mr. Carter?
It's hardly time, Greta.
It is by my watch.
Well, then, your watch is wrong.
I put it right by the radio.
Well, then the radio must be wrong.
Oh, not the radio, Mr. Carter. The radio couldn't be wrong.
This is my father's watch. It neither gains nor loses. They don't make watches like that anymore. You're typing, Greta. Always mistakes. You've left out a word.
Oh, well, just one word? Anyone could do that.
Well, the word you've left out, Greta, is the word not. The omission of which entirely alters the sense.
Oh, does it? I think that's rather funny when you come to think of it.
It's not the least bit funny, Greta. Do it again. Don't you remember, just last week, I reminded you of that case, Bryant and Horsefall. It was a will and a trust fund, and owing to some careless copying by a clerk...
The wrong wife got the money, I remember.
Yes, the wrong woman, divorced 15 years previously, completely contrary to the intentions of the testator, as his lordship was aware. But the wording had to stand, and nothing could be done about it.
I think that's rather funny, too.
Council's chambers are no place to be funny in, Greta. The law is a serious business and should be treated accordingly.
You wouldn't think so to hear some of the jokes judges make.
That's the prerogative of the bench.
And I'm always reading the paper about laughter in court.
If it's not initiated by the judge's remarks, you'll soon find him threatening to clear the courtroom.
Mean old thing. You know what I read the other day, Mr. Carter? The law's an ass. I'm not being rude. It's a quotation.
Well, it's a quotation of a facetious nature. It should not be taken seriously. You can make the tea. Now, Greta.
Thank you, Mr. Carter.
And we're expecting Mr. Mayhew of Briscoe, and also Mr. Leonard Vole. Now, they may come together, or they may come separately.
Leonard Vole? That was the name. It was in the paper.
And how's the tea coming, Greta?
Asked to communicate with the police, as he might be able to give them useful information.
Tea.
It was only last... The tea, Mr. Carter.
These young women. So sensational. So inaccurate. What's the temple coming to?
Mr. Mayhew.
Sit down, Mr. Vole. Good afternoon, Carter.
Good afternoon. Sir Wilfred's not here quite yet, but I expect him shortly, but you never can tell with Justice Banter. I'll tell you, I'll go over to the roving room right now and tell him that you're here with...
Mr. Leonard Vole, I realize our appointment is rather short notice, but the time in this case is rather urgent. How's a little baby?
Oh, well, it only bothers me when the wind blows from the east, but thank you for asking, Mr. Mayhew.
Sit down, Mr. Vole.
No, thanks. I'd rather walk around. This sort of thing makes you feel a bit jumpy.
Yes, very probably.
Would you like a cup of tea, Mr. Mayhew? I just made it.
Thank you. Don't mind if I do?
No. Thank you.
Sorry. Well, what I mean is I can't believe it's me this is happening to. I keep thinking perhaps it's all a dream and I'll wake up soon.
Yes, I suppose one might think like that.
And what I mean is it seems so silly.
Silly, Mr. Bowl.
Well, yes, I've always been a friendly sort of person who gets along with everyone. I'm not the sort of person that does, well, anything violent. But I suppose it'll be all right, won't it? I mean, you don't get convicted in this country for something you haven't done, do you?
Our English judicial system, in my opinion, is the finest in the world.
Of course, there was the case of, what was his name? Adolf Beck. I read about it in the paper the other day. After he'd been in prison for years, they found out it was another guy called Smith. Then they gave him a free pardon. That's the thing that seems odd to me, giving you a pardon for something you haven't done.
It is the necessary legal term.
Well, it doesn't seem right to me.
The important thing is that Beck was set at liberty.
Yes, I suppose it was all right for him, but if it had been murder now, if it had been murder, it would have been too late. He would have been hanged.
Now, Mr. Bowl, there is really no need to take the morbid point of view.
I'm sorry, sir, but you see, in a way, I'm starting to get rather upset.
Yes, we'll just try to keep calm. Sir Wilford Robarts will be here shortly, and I want you to tell your story to him exactly as you told it to me.
Yes, sir.
But in the meantime, perhaps, we can go over some of the background. You are at present, I understand, out of a job.
Well, yes, but I've got a few pounds saved. It's not much, but if you can see your way to help me...
Now, I'm not thinking of the legal fees. I'm just trying to get the pictures clear. Your surroundings, circumstances. How long have you been unemployed?
About 2 months.
And what were you doing before that?
I was in a motor servicing firm as a kind of mechanic. That's what I was.
And how long had you worked there?
Oh, about 3 months.
Were you discharged?
No, I wasn't. I quit. Had words with the foreman. Real old bastard. Well, that is, he was a mean sort. Always picking on me.
Yes, and before that?
I worked at a gas station, but things got a bit awkward and I left.
Awkward? And in what way?
Well, the boss's daughter, she was just a kid and she took a sort of liking to me. There was nothing there shouldn't have been between us, but the boss got fed up with it and said I'd better go. He was real nice about it and gave me a good severance. And before that, I was selling egg beaters on commission.
Yes, indeed.
And a rotten job that was, too. I thought I could have invented a better egg beater myself. You're thinking I'm a bit of a drifter, sir. I suppose it's true in a way, but I'm really not like that. I think doing my U.S. Army service unsettled me a bit. That and being abroad. I was in Germany.